Sunday, the 28th day of December 2025 is today. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. United States resumes surveillance of Sambisa forest and neighboring vicinity after airstrikes in Sokoto State. On the 25th day of December, the Christmas day, United States carried out airstrike in Nigeria, the first to say, and that was a statement. And today, being 28th day of December, it is in the news that yesterday, being 27th, that the United States have started carrying out surveillance again. Mind you, the surveillance aircraft have been flying above Nigeria. If you have been following me, I always give you the details of how the movement have been right from time, how they are departing from their base in Ghana, hovering over Sambisa Forest, Lake Chad regions, down to Sokoto State, and later they will still fly back to Ghana. Now, it is important for people to calm down because a lot of Nigerians, I see the mood on social media, I see the misreactions. I know that most people don't understand the mission of the US. You see bomb, you see threatening, you see surveillance aircraft, but you don't know the mission yet. Just try to be alive. Just try to be alive. That is what is required of you. Try to survive everything that comes on your way, insecurity and thereabout. Just be safe. Just be safe, because only few people can understand the mission of the US in Nigeria. Now, I want to use this opportunity to also let people to understand that Nigeria deserve to know the purpose of these terrorists in Nigeria. What did I say? Nigerians deserve to know the purpose and the mission of these terrorists in Nigeria. When I come out to see so many people, I feel that they are intelligent and they are people who ought to understand the handwritings on the wall. If I see them talking rubbish, I feel bad because I have not seen people who are able to educate Nigerians about the mission of these terrorists. Because if they tell you the mission of these terrorists, you will go beyond calling for international support. Now, the mission is simple. These people want to Islamize Nigeria. You might say that Okocha, who told you this? Listen. Okocha is not saying this. Boko Haram started, first of all, in the year 2000, during Sharia, 1999, 2000, 2001, during Sharia movement and Sharia crisis. But it was quenched by Obasanjo when he allowed Sharia into Nigerian constitution. And that was the genesis of the whole terrorism. Okay? Now, that 2009, during the Yar'Adua Jonathan era, after Yar'Adua passed away, then these people started, showing their true colors. And they said that they don't want Christians in northern Nigeria. This is the statement from Boko Haram. You can go and check it on CNN. Just Google what I'm saying. They gave Christian ultimatum to leave northern Nigeria. So when you hear US talking about Christian genocide, they did not wake up. Like, they knows what is going on. It did not end up. Now, what was the purpose why they said Christians should leave? They said they want a complete Sharia state. They want a complete Sharia state in Nigeria. If the whole Nigeria knows the purpose of these terrorists, I don't think the mood of Nigerians will be the way their moods are today. I'm telling you this. Their purpose is to make Nigeria a Sharia state. And they are not hiding it. Some senators and governors came to national television. They said the mission of the whole Muslim in Nigeria, the ambition of the whole Muslim in Nigeria is to have a Nigeria of Sharia state. So this is beyond Boko Haram. This is beyond ISWAP. This is beyond all these militia you are seeing called bandits, terrorists. Now, it is the political class that are supporting these people. There are a lot of pretense going on in Nigeria today. A lot of people are trying to hide under we are supporting America, whereas they were the ones supporting the terrorists. Why? They are afraid of their life. They don't want to die young. They don't want people to call them off. Everybody is now pretending that they want US. But actually, most of these people are the ones sponsoring this insecurity, sponsoring these terrorists. It is important Nigerians should know that when these terrorists sees you, they don't see like human being, normal human being. They see you like infidel, second-class citizen, a slave who should be under them. They see you as a person that should be paying taxes to them. They see you as a person that is prone to be conquered, like you must submit to them, you must surrender to them. This is what many people face to understand. And when I see folks saying that it's only Nigeria that can solve this problem, the reason why I want Nigeria to solve this problem is because we don't want foreign intervention. Which Nigeria do you want to solve the problem? The same government you are praising, asking to go and solve the problem, are the same government who brought these terrorists, are the same government who are sponsoring these terrorists. So, I find it difficult to comprehend the way so many Nigerians reason. The terrorists, you are seeing, the terrorism in Nigeria is an ideology. US knows that just throwing bombing them alone will not solve it. US is aware of this. But they have to follow the process. They know what they are doing. If people who came into their country that is having all this extremist ideology is now putting US in a high tension, Trump have to start designating some of them as terrorist organization in US. So US knows that people who are 50-50 in Nigeria is a great danger. If UK is at the verge of collapse now because of Sharia, this is the people they welcome into their country, then the world understand the position Nigeria is now. If in the Middle East, people who are close to Israel, they understand the kind of things they feel from other nations that these extremists are controlling, they should understand that we are living with them in Nigeria. Nigerians don't know, you don't know the kind of place you are. We are in the most dangerous place right now. You don't get it. Because a lot of people are just on the water flowing. You don't know what is in the beneath. In Lebanon, this was how they came in Lebanon. They welcomed them as refugees. They conquered the country. They take over the country. They chase the people who owns the country away, chase Christians away, kill them. What happened in Iran was ethnic cleansing. The Christians in Iran were almost 60% in Iran. In Iraq, Iraq, there is, thank God that, Christianity is growing in Iran right now. Okay, Christianity is growing in Iran. They are opposing this Ayatollah regime. But in Iraq, where we have numerous numbers of Christians, they were not converted to Islam. What happened? They were exterminated. That is ethnic cleansing. That was what T.Y. Danjuma was telling you people, that listen, your government, the armed forces are colluding with the terrorists to commit ethnic cleansing. This thing is little by little. You may not understand what these people are doing, little by little. So United States of America actually understand the game these people are playing. And the US is not just throwing bomb in Nigeria, those things. US understands what is going on. They know that the mission of these people is ideology. So it cannot be won alone by bomb. And give it 2,000 years again, if the world still exists and everything is on. Next 2,000 years, you will not hear anything like Christian in Nigeria. No single Christian will be in Nigeria if Nigeria will be like this. I mean, no single church will stand in Nigeria. You people should understand what these terrorists want first. And that is why if they ask Okocha, what is the solution? I said, calm down. Nigeria must not remain one. If Nigeria fails to disintegrate, may God keep you alive. It might not happen in your lifetime, but time will come. No single church will stand in Nigeria. And this is so it's not possible now. What are you talking about? It happened in Turkey. It happened in Lebanon. It happened in Iraq. So many places. You understand? If you know the reason why Shigumi said that Tinubu should stop collaborating with the US, that he should collaborate with Turkey. Do you remember that he ran to Turkey at the beginning of US threat? He ran to Turkey. These people mission is simple. Get the world Islamized. It's a global problem. This is a global problem. And if Nigerians did not play smart now, Nigeria would be in a very dangerous position. This is all about people's life. These people don't say that, hold your belief, but let us rule. No, you must accept their belief. You must accept their belief. Don't you hear the testimonies of so many people who have been kidnapped by Boko Haram? What happened? Boko Haram kidnapped them. Boko Haram asked them to recite Islamic prayer. If they can't recite it, they pay ransom. That is the jizya tax. So, US has continued their surveillance in Nigeria, not because US believe that bombing Sambisa forest bombing everywhere is the only solution. US will continue to bomb Nigeria. The terrorist target, don't mean civilians or all those things. As you can see, their first attack, there is no civilian casualty. US will continue. You people don't know how long this thing is going to take. And everybody think US is just coming after they will back down. You don't know. US is establishing an ideology. They are establishing a balance. They are sending messages to the world. Many countries already position Nigeria, knows what is going on. They know the future plan of Nigeria. So Nigeria is already on the map, and expect so many things will start going on in Nigeria right from now. Now, don't forget what I told you earlier, that the mission of these people is to Islamize Nigeria. So know how you react, know how you put your emotions, and know how you think about the solution to this problem.